It's a cold Friday evening, and Steve has just returned home after a challenging week at work. He grapples with a persistent feeling that there must be more to life, while a voice of despair echoes within him. Another voice, more hopeful, insists that the only way out of this rut is to carve a new path for himself. Real change, it asserts, begins within oneself. Pondering over this dialogue between despair and hope, Steve decides not to give in to negativity. Instead, he focuses on the idea of reinventing himself. How could he achieve this? The answer isn't immediately clear, but he recalls his friend Liam, whose life drastically improved through a philosophy he often spoke about called Stoicism. Filled with hope despite his exhaustion, Steve is inspired to learn more. As he lies awake, his final thoughts before sleep are filled with determination. Steve muses to himself, if Liam could transform his life with Stoicism, why couldn't he? If you've ever felt trapped like Steve, stuck in a routine, consider this an invitation to explore how Stoicism can empower you. Which areas of your life could benefit from a Stoic transformation? In this video, we will delve into how you can use Stoicism to reinvent yourself, starting today, and truly change your life from within. Stay tuned for a journey to rediscover your resilience and wisdom. It's time to chart a course for self-reinvention, and here's how. 1. Start small. Begin with small steps. When you feel your heart racing, take a moment to look closely into your eyes in the mirror. See beyond your reflection to the core of who you are. In this intimate moment of self-reflection, you may feel a strong desire for change. Here's a piece of wisdom from the ancient Stoics to keep in mind. Reinvention is not only possible, but it begins with small steps. Zeno, a foundational voice of Stoicism, once said, "Well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing." As you stand on the edge of wanting to redefine who you are, don't let the magnitude of change intimidate you. Imagine building a grand cathedral from scratch. Reflect on the careful placement of each brick, the positioning of each beam. This is how reinvention works. It's not a hasty undertaking, but a meticulous process of assembly. It's about these small changes, piece by piece, that shape the overall magnificence of who you will become. This is not about grand, sweeping transformations, but a series of deliberate steps that gather to create profound change over time. Like a falling domino effect reaching towards a grand crescendo. Draw upon the power of atomic habits, as popularized by James Clear. Remember, an atom is the smallest unit, yet it holds immense power. Similarly, it's our tiniest habits that turn out to be the cornerstone of dramatic reinvention. If you aspire to become more empathetic, start small. Genuinely smile at someone. Consciously listen when someone shares their story, or lend a helping hand without expecting anything in return. Each small act, believe it or not, ushers in monumental change. But here's the Stoic twist. Don't distract yourself with grand ambitions or unattainable dreams. Instead, focus on the immediate and achievable task at hand. For example, if you want to be more assertive, stand your ground on one small issue each day. Let these small victories string together to pave the way for a transformed you. Dream big, but start small, because true change starts within the confines of the seemingly insignificant. It invites you to scale the heights one step at a time, leading to more sustainable and impactful transformation. 2. Stop letting anxiety rule over you. On a dark and stormy night, Steve found himself drawn to Marcus Aurelius's personal journal, Meditations, a book that opens the door to Stoicism. A philosophy as relevant now as it was in ancient Rome. Anchored deep within its pages was a quote that hit him like a bolt of lightning. "Today I escaped anxiety. Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions and not outside. This moment marked a crucial point in Steve's journey into self-reinvention, showing him that the battle was not with the world, but with his perception of it. This journey isn't just about changing what you do, it's about changing how you see. Your vision shapes your path. If you view life as a series of insurmountable obstacles, that's all you'll ever encounter. But see it as a playground of possibilities, and the game changes. Steve realized that just like him, we often hold on to our anxieties like a familiar blanket, not because it's comfortable, but because it's all we know. Discarding this blanket means stepping out into the cold, yet it's only in the cold that we can truly learn to kindle our own fire. The process of reinventing oneself is akin to sailing across an uncharted sea. You must be willing to lose sight of the shore to discover new horizons. It's natural to feel fear when the land fades from view. But remember, it's the same ocean, whether you're viewing it from the safety of the shore or the heart of the deep. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that it's not the ocean to fear, but our capacity to navigate it. Steve learned that to reinvent himself, he didn't need to become someone else. He just needed to master the helm of his own thoughts. To anyone standing at the crossroads of change, remember this: the essence of reinvention lies within your perception. It doesn't demand that you erase who you were. Instead, it invites you to sculpt who you are becoming. Like Steve, find your meditations. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that whispers power lies not in external events, but in your reactions to them. Let this be your guide as you chart your course towards reinvention. The only chains holding you back are the ones you've placed on yourself. Break free and discover the vastness of your own potential. 3. Create a routine. With time passing, we often find ourselves at a crossroads contemplating self-reinvention. It's a profound journey, not just about changing external aspects, but transforming who we are internally. This transformation requires more than fleeting desires. It needs a solid foundation like bedrock. A wise individual once illuminated this path by saying that life without a plan is chaotic. Incorporating this wisdom into our daily lives helps pave the way to true change. Picture your life as an expansive, unexplored terrain. Every step taken without direction is a step into the unknown, possibly leading you away from your desired destination. Now, consider the power of a compass guiding you through this terrain. A well-thought-out routine serves as this compass, ensuring each step brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. It's not about restricting yourself with a rigid timetable, but about structuring your days around activities that nourish your soul, challenge your mind, and strengthen you for this journey of reinvention. Begin by recognizing the moments when you feel most alive, your peak of creativity and focus. Direct these peak hours towards activities that reflect the person you aim to become. If you wish to be more insightful, allocate time to read and reflect. If physical vitality is your goal, make exercise a non-negotiable part of your daily plan. The key is to align your actions with your aspirations, shaping each day as a stepping stone towards your renewed self. Consistency is the cornerstone here. The mightiest of rivers starts as a humble stream, its power growing with every mile it flows. Similarly, the impact of your routine amplifies with unwavering dedication. Embrace this structure, yet leave room for growth and adaptation. Change, after all, is a journey, not a destination. As you move forward on this journey, equip yourself with routines that nurture not just productivity, but also balance and well-being. Transform the chaotic into the eloquent, guiding your life with deliberate action. 4. Give yourself the order to stop getting lost in your thoughts. Have you ever found yourself thinking about the path you didn't take, the version of yourself that remains unexplored? Stories of reinvention are not just tales of legends or past heroes. They suggest possibilities to those brave enough to listen. Consider Dwight D. Eisenhower, a man who, faced with the harm of a 4-pack-a-day smoking habit, decided to give himself an order to stop. This wasn't just about quitting smoking, it was a profound act of taking control of his destiny. He didn't just let go of a bad habit. He discovered a deeper strength within himself, a strength that each of us possesses. Reinvention starts with a single step: giving yourself the order to stop settling, to stop doubting, to stop being a passive observer in your own life. It's about confronting those aspects of yourself that have taken control, whether it's complacency or the comfort of the familiar, and choosing a different path. This is the core of Stoicism, a call to reclaim your power by taking charge of your decisions. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not the master of himself." Your chains are not held by anyone but you. Now, think of that one thing anchoring you to the person you no longer wish to be. It could be a job that doesn't fulfill you, relationships that don't uplift you, or habits that don't serve you. Recognize them as familiar landmarks on a map you've outgrown. The journey of reinventing yourself is not easy. It demands the courage to give yourself a new order, one that challenges the status quo and aims to transcend it. This is not about gradual changes. It's about taking a decisive step towards who you are meant to be. As you stand at the crossroads, prepared to give yourself the order to reinvent, remember this: you are the architect of your destiny. The ability to reshape your life lies in the simple yet radical act of choosing a new direction. It's realizing that your past does not determine your future unless you permit it to. So, as we gaze towards tomorrow's horizon, let's embrace the spirit of Stoicism, not just as a philosophy, but as a call to action. Let's not only dream of the person we can be, let's take the bold steps to become that person. 5. Free up precious resources. As time passes, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, questioning who we are and who we want to become. This journey of self-reinvention involves not just changing our actions, but fundamentally reconsidering how we use our most valuable resources: time and focus. Stoicism, a philosophy that has endured for over 2 millennia, provides a practical guide for navigating this path. Epictetus, one of the wisest Stoics, once said, "If you wish to improve, be willing to appear clueless or stupid in exchange for growth." This seemingly simple advice reveals a profound truth about human behavior. Too often we cling to what is familiar, even if it hinders our growth. We spend time scrolling through our phones, binge-watching shows, and getting lost in the noise of the world simply because it is comfortable. But what if we chose to spend our time on activities that truly support our journey of becoming who we aspire to be? The goal is not to reject modern technology or withdraw from society, but to be acutely aware of where our attention is directed. Start by monitoring how you spend your days. Notice how many hours slip away engaged in activities that neither challenge you nor bring you closer to your goals. Awareness is the initial step. The more challenging second step is taking action. Prioritize learning over leisure, creation over consumption, and engaging conversations over draining gossip. Embark on this journey of reinvention armed with the wisdom of the Stoics. Remember that every choice to invest your time in something meaningful is a step forward in your transformation. It is not about making monumental changes overnight, but about the everyday decisions that gradually shape you into the person you aspire to be. Let us honor the passage of time not by counting the days, but by making each day count. The art of reinvention is not just about changing yourself. It is about freeing yourself to live a life that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. If the process of self-reinvention resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments and leave a like to help this message reach more individuals seeking positive change in their lives. 6. Do something difficult. When Seneca, a legend among Stoics, welcomed every new year, he didn't just make resolutions. He took a daring plunge into the icy Tiber to take control. It wasn't about battling the cold, but igniting a fierce determination within himself. Embracing tough challenges isn't just about proving something to the world, it's about proving something to yourself. Imagine trying to reinvent yourself. It's about transforming your core, shaping your essence into something stronger and more resilient. It's like remodeling a house from the inside out, knocking down walls, gutting out parts that no longer serve you, and rebuilding from the ground up. Every swing of the hammer is a declaration. I am the architect of my fate. Start with one challenging task that makes you uncomfortable, whether it's public speaking, committing to fitness, or sitting down to write a book. The significance lies in stepping into the arena, knowing the battle won't be easy, but stepping in anyway. Through these challenges, you're not just surviving, you're thriving and becoming the person you aspire to be. Reinventing yourself demands courage to face the unknown and resilience to keep pushing when everything in you wants to retreat. The most rewarding achievements aren't at the end of an easy path. They are at the top of mountains that demand to be climbed. Let Seneca's icy plunge inspire you to choose your river to cross, embrace the cold, and emerge on the other side as someone more, not just new. Remember, it's in doing the difficult that we find our true strength. 7. Associate with people who make you better. Choosing the people we walk through life with is much like selecting your team in a game where the aim is personal growth and wisdom. Seneca, a sage from the Stoic era, teaches us through his timeless letters to associate with those who will help improve you as a person. It's not just about gathering friends. It's about curating a circle that reflects the qualities you value and aspire towards. Picture every interaction as a brick in the foundation of who you are becoming. If the bricks are flawed, so will be the foundation. Look closely at who you spend your time with. Do these people lift you up or drag you down? Are they the kind of friends who challenge you, encourage you to grow and share your ideals? It's crucial to surround yourself with those who enrich your soul, not just occupy your time. The idea is not to seek out perfect companions, but to find those who add value to your life in meaningful ways. Craft a circle that motivates you to step up, not settle for mediocrity. Embrace this journey. Consider what you feed your mind and spirit daily. Engage in conversations that stretch your intellect and nourish your soul. Assemble your own team of modern-day Stoics, those who challenge you to question, reflect, and grow. Just as Seneca shared, we learn as we teach by engaging with minds that push our boundaries. By doing so, we not only reach new heights but redefine our limits. Steve's story might inspire you. After hours of watching videos on his favorite Stoicism channel, he stumbled across insights on overcoming rejection and dealing with negativity. Something clicked for Steve that night. He felt driven and intrigued by the Stoic wisdom he had uncovered. That very night, Steve dreamed of debating life's big questions with Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. It was surreal discussing resilience and virtues until his alarm yanked him back to reality. If you, like Steve, are ready to dive deeper beyond just watching videos and truly embody these Stoic principles, check out the link in the description for our membership program. That dream was not just a random event. It symbolized his deep dive into Stoicism beyond casual viewing, leading to a profound life-altering journey. If you are ready to enhance your understanding and application of Stoicism beyond the basics, join our community by checking out our channel. Just like Steve, you too can embark on a journey that might transcend what you thought was possible. 8. Stop fearing change. In the depths of despair, it might seem like change is an insurmountable mountain, a disruption we often wish to avoid at all costs. But here lies the real talk. Change is the only constant, and fearing it only holds us back from discovering our true potential. Marcus Aurelius, a sage of ancient times, once said, "The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it." This wisdom from the past is a beacon for our journey today, guiding us towards embracing change not as the enemy but as the path to reinvention. Let's get real for a moment. Every choice we make, every step we dare to take outside our comfort zone is a step towards a new self. Reinventing yourself isn't about changing who you fundamentally are. It's about shedding the layers that no longer serve you, much like a snake sheds its skin to grow. It's about looking at change square in the eye and seeing it for what it truly is. An opportunity to evolve, to learn, and to strive towards the best version of yourself. So, how do you start this journey? Begin by making peace with uncertainty. Understand that not knowing what's around the corner is part of the adventure. Every book you haven't read yet is a new world to explore. Think of change as the gateway to these uncharted territories. Embrace the mindset that each day is a blank page on which you can write a new chapter of your life. It's about being curious, being eager to learn more about yourself and the world around you. Like a river that carves its own path through the landscape, be fluid, be relentless, and, most importantly, be true to yourself. Lastly, remember to carry a compass of resilience. The road to reinventing yourself will test you with winds of doubt and storms of fear, but in your heart, hold on to the belief that you are capable of navigating through them. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, adds to your strength, molding you into a person of substance ready to face the world with wisdom and courage. 9. Say no to the inessential. When everything was said and done, Marcus Aurelius, the wise emperor who excelled in leading an empire, was right when he highlighted the importance of saying no to things that are not essential. This wisdom provides a valuable insight for anyone seeking to transform themselves. Consider your life as a work in progress. To truly change and evolve, you must start by clearing the slate. This involves removing the old distractions and activities that no longer align with your highest goals. The journey of reinventing oneself requires thoughtful consideration of what we consider essential. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness and wear it as a badge of honor. But the path to becoming your best self isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right. This may involve stepping back, evaluating your current commitments, and questioning whether these activities support your transformation. If not, it might be time to let them go. Instead of saying yes to everything and spreading ourselves too thin, let's say yes to purpose, growth, and activities that nourish our souls. Just like Marcus Aurelius advocated, asking ourselves at every turn if something is necessary can be the guiding light on our journey to reinvention. It's not about depriving ourselves. It's about making room for the new, the meaningful, and the transformative. So, have the courage to say no to the clutter. By doing so, you are bravely saying yes to your own narrative of change and growth. 10. Come back to rhythm. Steve found himself in a week-long slump as his motivation for self-care routines like meditation, journaling, and gym visits had dwindled. He wondered if great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus would be disappointed in him. But then a passage from Aurelius's Meditations reignited his spirit, reminding him that it's never too late to return to one's rhythm. Imagine Steve, or put yourself in his shoes. We all have moments when we fall off course, when our grounding habits slip through our fingers. It's easy to wallow in disappointment, but the wisdom of the Stoics teaches us a different path, one of resilience and self-forgiveness. Reinventing oneself is a daunting yet exhilarating concept, starting with a single step back to what you know is true. It's about dusting yourself off, looking forward, and taking consistent small actions to realign yourself with Stoic principles. It's like coming home after losing your way. Remember, reinvention is not a race or a destination. It's a journey of countless returns to self, mastering the art of bouncing back with grace. If Steve's story resonates with you and you want to emerge as a successful Stoic, join our journey. We have insights and stories to guide you in our new videos every week. Check out the link in the description and let's navigate this path together, step by step, back to rhythm and beyond.